Anytime you see a viral trend, just know that it is sponsored by a spirit. No human can create a viral trend. Anything that becomes viral, it is pushed and navigated by a spirit. The question is this: is it an evil spirit or a good spirit? Is it a godly spirit or a spirit from the evil one? So anytime you see things that are coming, and especially in the name of entertainment, something has to enter. The word entertainment means there are things they are pushing into you, and those things come and start settling in themselves subconsciously. And these viral trends, the essence is to plant seeds in you that will keep growing over a period of time. And you should always ask yourself, this trend, is it edifying me? Is it making me better? By the way, viral trends that come from the Spirit of God, they bring a lot of peace in your life. They bring a space of joy in your life. They bring righteousness in your life. But if you notice that a viral trend is making you very competitive, it's bringing a lot of discomfort, making you to become very jealous of other people, making you to feel like you need to be very competitive in this thing, my friend, that could be a demonic spirit. And sometimes some of these trends, they bring violence in your life. They bring rebellion in your life. They make you feel like you are away from God. Anything that draws you away from God is from an evil spirit. And you should always be very careful, because it's either being sponsored from Zion or being sponsored by Babylon itself. Now let me show you, and this is something that might shock you, that shows how Babylon has been controlling people and actually taking people's souls unawares. And people think it's just normal entertainment, but what they don't know, that this is something that has been schemed to bring you down. People do not understand that Lucifer was one of the best musicians that was ever created. In fact, his entire body was full of instruments, and that's why he uses viral trends through music to bring and take away souls from God. And some of these viral trends have even entered our churches. You'll see people dancing trends that came from the world. The Bible says in Revelation 18 verse 1, after these things, I saw another angel coming down from heaven, having great authority, and the earth was illuminated with his glory. Verse 2, and he cried out mightily with a loud voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen and has become a dwelling place of demons, a prison for every false spirit, and a cage for every unclean and hated bird. And then it says, for all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. The kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth have become rich through the abundance of her luxury. Verse 4, very interesting. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, lest you share in her sins, and lest you receive of her plagues. For her sins have reached to heaven, and God has remembered her iniquities. Now listen, when this Babylon, this comes down, some of the things that people used to sell, because they were being sponsored by Babylon itself, they will not sell them anymore. Question is this: what were these things that they were selling? Now, if you go in the book of Revelation 18 verse 12, it says, merchandise of gold and silver, precious stones and pearls, fine linen and purple, silk and scarlet, every kind of citron wood, every kind of object of ivory, every kind of object of most precious wood, bronze, iron, marble, and cinnamon and incense, fragrant oils, which means even anointing can be sold from Babylon, and frankincense, fine wine and oil, fine flour and wheat, cattle, sheep, horses, chariots, bodies. Listen, and this one is very big. Bodies and souls of men. The merchants of these things who become rich by her will stand at a distance for fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, alas, the great city that was clothed in fine linen, purple and scarlet, and adorned with gold and precious stones, for in 1 hour such great riches came to nothing. Every shipmaster, all who travel by ship, sailors, and as many as that trade on the sea, stood at a distance. Now, some of these things that people are getting because of these spirits that are sponsoring them, you'll notice they'll start disappearing. Have you noticed there's a trend where people that seem to be so wealthy are either losing their wealth, or they're either even losing their own lives, because the great Babylon is coming down. because those great spirits that are trying to bring people down, they are coming down, and something is about to happen. So be careful on whichever trend you jump into, because some of those trends, they are being sponsored by spirits, and they are coming for your soul. And remember that these spirits, they target souls. They are targeting bodies. That's why you hear people being killed. You hear people, body parts all over the place, because this is a spirit that is controlling and is targeting people, and especially through viral trends. Be careful, even with the music that you listen to.